Peace be upon you and God's mercy and blessings. Welcome to a new training session from the e-learning Deanship. We are pleased to have you today in the training on modern e-learning strategies. I am Dr. Abdul Rahman Ahmed Salem, a consultant at the e-learning Deanship. Our training today, God willing, will be a one-day session, which is a very intensive training. The goal is to break the stagnation, meaning it's not just about training you on everything, but rather to provide an introduction and a way to break the ice on the topic of modern e-learning strategies. And since we are in the process of e-learning, the topic won't be overly theoretical. It will be accompanied by the theoretical presentation that we have prepared for you. A practical statement in many parts and many strategies and illustrated through the blackboard. The practical demonstration will be very explanatory. Alongside the theoretical presentation, if you could please respond to confirm that the sound is coming through clearly so I can start sharing my screen. Okay. Confirm the sound. Is the presentation visible and issue free? Please confirm with yes, everything is clear. The presentation is excellent. Great, let's start now. We waited 5 minutes for latecomers to connect. Now we can start our training. Modern e-learning strategies. We prepared this important training with a package. The package includes a PowerPoint, PDF, and video. Let's get started so we don't waste any time. We waited those 5 minutes in case someone was coming at 4 and faced any issues, taking 3 to 4 minutes to connect with technical support. So we've given people their time, and now we can quickly begin our training today titled Modern E-Learning Strategies. Honestly, we prepared this training due to its importance, and we have a training package ready for it. The training package includes a PowerPoint presentation, a PDF as an output from the PowerPoint, and a video as an output from this training. So the package consists of 3 components: PowerPoint, PDF, and a training video. Since we want to expand on this training more, as it is closely related to Blackboard and the e-learning system, it's not just a theoretical topic in the lesson. I also want to point out something very important, which is the significance of this training regarding the strategy. Of course, the special importance of this training is that the content you will receive is content approved by the National Center. Our content is accredited by the National Center, not just random materials. We provide a comprehensive training unit included in the National Center's assessments, so expect related questions. This unit is accredited by multiple sources, and you need it. I'm Abdul Rahman Salem, a consultant at the e-learning Deanship, internal reviewer at Qasim University, and professor of educational technology in Egypt. It's my honor to start with today's agenda. We all know each other as colleagues at the same university. The rules are familiar. They are the usual training rules. You really need this. I am your brother, Abdul Rahman Salem, a consultant at the e-learning Deanship, an internal reviewer for distance education programs at Qasim University, and a professor of educational technology in Egypt. I am honored to start with you as we look at today's agenda. We are all colleagues at the same university. The rules are familiar. They are the training rules we are used to. At the end of the session, there will be an evaluation to enhance discussion, just as I ask questions and you respond. We aim to promote discussions through forums or written chat. Since this is a one-day training relying on virtual classrooms, we will focus on that. I am honored to start with you as we review today's agenda. We all know each other as colleagues at the same university. The rules are familiar training rules. At the end of the session, there will be an evaluation to enhance discussion, similar to our Q&A. We aim to promote discussions through forums or written chat. In this one-day virtual training, conversations are limited to our current discussions. Participation is key. When I ask, you respond. At the session's end, we will evaluate the training to enhance written discussion. We aim to promote discussions through forums or written chat. We have one break for Maghrib prayer at 7:10 p.m. lasting until 7:20 p.m. Afterward, we continue until 8 p.m. I will address discussion questions at the right time, God willing. Dr. Fatima's greeting, peace be upon you and God's mercy and blessings enhances discussion. Participation is key. Respond when asked. We will switch topics on time. Only break is Maghrib prayer at 7:10 p.m. for 30 minutes. Then continue until 8 p.m. Only break is Maghrib prayer for 30 minutes. I will address discussion questions at the right time, God willing. This concerns rules. We have 4 main topics. One is extensive and important. We will continue until 8 p.m. and there will be a break for Maghrib prayer starting from the call to prayer and lasting for only half an hour. Of course, during the discussions, I will be looking at the questions in the discussion and will address them at the appropriate time, God willing. This is regarding the systems or the rules and regulations. As for the main topics, we have 4 main topics. One of these topics is quite extensive and very important. One of the topics is an overview of e-learning and training types and designs, and this will be very brief, possibly not exceeding half an hour. As for the main topics, we have 4 main topics. Of course, one of them is huge and they are overlooked in importance. I have a topic on e-learning and training covering types, designs, and strategies. This will be brief, not exceeding half an hour. We'll also discuss tasks and activities related to e-learning, an important part. The practical work, building an e-learning environment, will take up half of our content. And of course, the second topic is similar. We will talk about strategies as an overview, because we will delve deeper into it and cover the part about tasks and activities related to e-learning and training, which is also an important part. The work in hand or application, which is specifically building an e-learning environment, has taken up approximately half of our content in particular. So we will start with the overview. Pay attention, the overview here includes a very important topic, which is the educational objectives. Of course, the topic of educational objectives is crucial before moving on to strategies and the topic of educational activities. The activities of teaching and learning are very important and are linked to the strategies and the integration between the educational objectives that we will discuss in the overview and the strategies and the tasks and activities all prepare me to build an active e-learning environment based on strategy. So let's get started together because I don't want to talk too much. Let's begin. Of course, these are our objectives. Our goals are for you to understand what the strategy is, to explain the tasks and activities, and to know how to build a comprehensive digital learning environment. These are all our objectives for today's training. This is just an overview or introduction, or an introduction to the topic of renewal. Let's move on, as the start took longer. We spent 10 minutes starting. Focus on educational objectives. Before the first topic, note that the overview of e-learning and training is key. Know how to write measurable educational objectives and apply strategies, and I'll explain how to implement educational strategies to accommodate individual differences among learners and how to integrate them. Objectives are crucial. Before we proceed, I want to stress the importance of understanding e-learning and training overviews. Knowing how to write measurable educational objectives is vital. I'll explain how to implement educational strategies to address individual learner differences. Employing strategies, whether single or multiple, should align with educational objectives. A strategy must be compatible with the objective. Someone might ask, why discuss objectives before strategies? As a professor, you can't ignore objectives' importance. Strategies must align with objectives to achieve learning outcomes. This is crucial. What I'm saying now might be more important than the presentation. Everything is recorded for future reference that align with the educational objectives. When you have an objective and you employ a strategy, that strategy must be compatible with the objective. I started with the objectives. Dr. Abdul Rahman, why are you talking to us about educational objectives before discussing strategies? Well, as a professor, you can't effectively employ a strategy unless it aligns with the educational objective you've set to ensure the achievement of learning outcomes. What I'm saying at the beginning might be more crucial than the upcoming presentation. It's advantageous that everything is recorded so we can refer back to this important information at any time. It's crucial that the strategy you employ aligns with the educational objective you've set in order to ensure the achievement of learning outcomes. What I'm saying at the beginning might be more important than the upcoming presentation. It's advantageous that everything is recorded so we can refer back to this important information at any time.